Hello YouTube! Today I will be making a video on a trick I made up, a yo-yo trick. This is, by the way, the Quark from String Theory. It's a pretty nice yo-yo. It's got a concave bearing in it, so makes it better. Anyway, trick looks like this. Forgive me, my camera is not the best in the world. It's an iPhone. And the trick starts over. It's a repeatable trick, and it's pretty nice. And it utilizes, I don't know if some of you yo-yos haven't found this yet, but you can really switch between the double or nothing mount and the 1.5 mount. Really easy, really quickly, and really fancy and fast. And so this trick utilizes that. So this is how it goes. It goes off the Houdini mount, which you should already know. It's a double or nothing, except you first throw around your non-throw hand thumb, your throw hand index finger, and then around your non-throw hand pointer. And then what I do is an Asian pop, which is when you go once over, and you pop the yo-yo up and you catch it like that. It keeps going. It's kind of like if I were to go off trapeze, double on, and then pop the yo-yo up. So bring it a little lower, cause there we go. Pops up like that. It's different from doubling on, because I'm not doubling on. I'm doubling on and then popping. Well, actually, you don't double on. You miss. So throw the yo-yo once, you miss, like in Skin the Dribble, so I didn't land it on the string, I missed. So I have 2 wraps around my non-throw hand index finger, and then I just pop it off and I catch. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to, and there's a trick called Asian pops that you can look up. So what you do is, it's the beginning of and what. You go in once, then you go off, so you're just, turning in towards yourself, and then turning out so you're back to your original position. And then you drop your thumb, and at the same time throw the yo-yo to your other finger to go into 1.5 mount. And when you put that first part all together, it looks like this. Really fast, really fluid. That part doesn't really take that much practice, for me at least. Anyway, now you have your 1.5 mount, and then what you're going to do is you're going to throw the yo-yo into this string while going this way. So you're going back to this position right before you get into your 1.5 mount, and you're landing on this string, the bottom string. Now you're here. You may have seen this before, and yeah. So anyway, so you're here, right? So you're in your 1.5 mount, and then what you do is you throw it onto this bottom string, and now you're here. And then you go up again, so you're here, and you throw it counterclockwise, so you're in a Mach 5 whip, then come back to this position again. This is kind of your transition position. You're going to get into double or nothing, 1.5, Mach 5 from here. What I mean by Mach 5 is, those of you that know Mach 5, it looks like this. Like that. That position of Mach 5 is the same this way on the sideways. So what I mean is you're here, you're here, you're here, and this is Mach 5. You can spin the strings around the yo-yo, although it doesn't work as well as on the front mount. So they call that a Mach 5 whip, or like a Mach 5, where a Mach 5 whip would have you. So the whole trick so far looks like this. You're here, you're here, you're here, you throw back, and then you're back here. Then you use that momentum to go into double or nothing. So to get in double or nothing, the front string, you're going to have 2 strings. You're going to go into the front one when you turn. So you're turning to your left, over your left. You're going to do an underpass. So your non-throw hand finger is going to underpass the yo-yo. You're going to land in double or nothing. And then once you land in double or nothing, you drop the strings and you go back into a trapeze, and you dismount again and go into a brother. Once you're in a brother, you pinch and you just whip the slack and catch the slack. This is a very easy slack movement, but I have so much tension in my string. Anyway, it's a really simple slack movement. I am also not a fan of slack movements. For those of you that think it's too hard, it's really hard for me. But it's a very simple slack movement, pretty easy to nail down. You can look up tutorial on brother slack move yo-yo. I mean like yo-yoing, um, trapeze brother slack movement, and I've seen a couple of tutorials on that. So yeah, if you want, I'll do a tutorial on it too. So it looks like this. You whip the slack around, you catch the slack. And now the yo-yos. So what you have now is a pretty good setup to get into Houdini mount, because the yo-yo's here, and it's not around your thumb. So your thumb is above all the strings because you caught like this. So then you're going to dismount the yo-yo and use that momentum to swing it over back into Houdini, and then repeat the trick as many times as you like. The hardest part of the trick probably is when you're here and you have to get it into this string, because again I yo-yo off my index finger and it makes it easier for me, but it's still pretty difficult because it's kind of far off. So some tips is to turn your pointer in so that string is closer to the other one, like so. Like you can push it with your thumb too to get it forward, land into it. But other than that, it's just practice. And before I end, I'm going to show you a couple more things you can do from this transition position. So you have 4 elements here. You can go into your Mach 5 whip. You can go into your 1.5 mount. You can go into double or nothing. And you can go into the toss over. So this means like once you go into 1.5 mount, for those of you that know Buddha's Revenge, it's a second step of Buddha's Revenge. You're here, you toss it over, and then you're here. And if you roll into that string, you're back in this position. So that's it. If you want me to explain anything more, or find a place where I can get a better picture of the string, comment, and I shall do that. But that's it for now, and goodbye.